And as we hit 4 o'clock, we start with a horrifying discovery. In Aurora, a body found encased in concrete at an apartment complex.
One person has been arrested on suspicion of accessory to murder. A second suspect has been identified but not yet arrested. 9 News Crime and Justice reporter Matt Jablow following the story and joins us live from the scene. Matt, what have you learned about this?
Alex, this all started on Monday. That's when Crime Stoppers received a tip about a murder from last year and a body that was buried in a crawl space in the apartment complex behind me. The tipster said the victim, a 36-year-old man, had been missing since last summer and that he was buried in a crawl space of an apartment in Aurora, covered in concrete. When Aurora police responded, they say they did indeed find a grave under the floor. And last night they arrested Casey Bach, a 29-year-old woman who they say lives in the apartment. Bach is now being held without bond on suspicion of accessory to murder. According to police, a second suspect has been identified but not yet arrested. He's currently in jail in another jurisdiction on an unrelated matter. Police say they're now working with outside contractors to recover the body that was found, a process that could take through the end of the week. Kim and Alex.
Well, I was just going to say, I'll take it for you, Matt. That's fine. But I was just going to say that there's a lot of process here that involves the normal forensics of a crime, but also construction and some of those things that might be a little foreign to investigators.
Yeah, this could take a while. As police told me, they're being very meticulous out of respect for the person they believe is encased in the body. They have not actually found the body, so they're being especially careful to make sure they preserve all evidence and out of respect for the person they believe is dead inside.
All right, Matt, thanks.
East High students returned to school today for the first time since a student shot and injured 2 administrators and later killed himself on March 22nd.
Yeah, that was about 5 weeks after East High student Luis Garcia was shot just outside of the school and died from his injuries 2 weeks later. 9 News reporter Katie Eastman heard from students today about what it was like to go back, and she joins us now live. Katie?
Yeah, Tom and Alex, students are still grieving and processing what they've been through. And as they do this, they are confronted with some changes. Students are required to have an ID on them at all times, and there will be a constant police presence here. On the first day back at East High School in 2 weeks, no one felt the same, but everyone felt a change.
I was just in disbelief.
They saw it when they walked up to the school, and the reporters asking questions, and the crowd gathered for support.
Yeah.
Miles was overwhelmed.
I feel like if they just kept it like a normal school day, I'd kind of feel better.
The absence of the 2 deans shot and injured by a student was felt by Cayman.
I mean, it's just school. Like, it just feels weird having like not Mr. Mason and them here and Mr. Sinclair. Hoping they're gonna get better, so they're just really nice to me. Like, they always check in and stuff. They're cool.
The thoughtful gestures were there, but Hildy wanted more than that.
Because they brought in bagels and like free like scones today, and it was just like, that doesn't help. Like, we need change.
When the students entered the lobby, they saw a banner that says Columbine Supports East, a reminder that they have joined a list no one wants to be on.
Yeah, I actually really like to see that. I was like, man, all the way up there, come and support down here. I like to see that.
Some students didn't feel safe coming back. Dex didn't.
Yeah, I'm talking to someone in the DPS district to help me get into a better school.
Evan hopes to end his senior year differently.
And so I feel like I'd rather end on a high note by coming back and being able to see everyone and go to events.
Some of the changes will last beyond today, like the 2 school resource officers now permanently placed at East.
It definitely feels odd, but I feel like it's just a necessary precaution.
I don't think adding 2 police officers is a good fix.
There's change they can see now and change they hope for.
Because I just feel like these guns gotta go. Like, they're hurting my classmates.
And we need better laws in America. We shouldn't have to deal with this.
The students are back at school, but school doesn't feel the same.
And we just always assume the worst when a lockdown happens, and like our mind goes to like the scariest places.
Denver Public Schools said as of Monday, a small number of families have unenrolled from East, but they don't have specific numbers. We'll know tomorrow about the amount of absences from today. Alex?
Yeah, all day so many of us have been thinking about these kids. They've got 3 more months left in the school year where they still are expected to excel and, study and graduate, and they have to deal with all of this emotionally too.
Yeah, tough to do under these circumstances.
For sure. Katie, thank you. Feeling safe in class is not just about East High School. Students across the metro area joined other schools nationwide in a walkout to bring awareness to the issue of gun violence.
And this afternoon, our Byron Reed followed some of the students from Lakewood High School who wanted their voices to be heard.
The steps of students from Lakewood High School are trying to make it a point to be heard.
We're here to protest against the gun violence in our schools, especially in our district, and all the shootings that have been happening around America.
Today, hundreds of students walked out of classes here at Lakewood and at schools across the Denver metro area.
We are doing it because Columbine was one of the first N-word school shootings that happened, and it was in Colorado. And East High School has had 2 shootings in the same semester. Louder!
Adon Marquez is a junior at Lakewood High School and helped organize the walkout. He says he and his classmates are fed up.
Kids shouldn't have to go to school worrying about if they're going to get hurt. They should be focused on their education. And this is one day for us, while those kids who unfortunately have passed away will never get to experience school again.
Today's school walkout is one of many across Colorado and the nation demanding action against gun violence in schools. The Jefferson County School District released a statement saying, "We understand that this topic is deeply personal. We are firmly committed to a safe and respectful environment that is focused on learning and encourage our Jeffco schools community to model a commitment to listening, respect, and understanding."
Well, there's so many of us, hundreds of us, and they're still supporting us, and it's just a really good example as to that support that they are giving us.
This group of students is trying to raise an awareness by joining others that are in step with their mission of school safety.
It's a nationwide effort, and that's just one piece in this big puzzle, and it's just really important to us especially. It should be important to every other school so that we can make a difference for our nation.
For 9 News, I'm Byron Reed.
Lakewood was just one of many schools where the students did walk out today.
Thousands of students in Colorado and across the nation joined in on today's walkout. Some of those schools in Colorado included Wheat Ridge High, American Indian Academy, Maury Middle School, and Dakota Ridge High School. The walkouts are in support of students at East High, as well as in response to other recent school shootings nationwide. They're organized in part by the group Students Demand Action. Giving you a live look downtown Denver right now. The temps have warmed up like a little bit compared to yesterday, but still chilly compared to where we will be Easter Sunday, which is nice and sunny. And Kathy, we need a lovely spring weather tomorrow for your Rockies home opener.
Oh, it should be lovely, Alex. It's going to be amazing. And today we started at 11 degrees and made it into the mid 40s. There was enough sunshine, but now tracking another weather disturbance which will cross the state tonight. So there may be a few mountain or foothill snow showers. Meantime, 13 million people under some type of severe weather advisory from Houston to Memphis up to Cincinnati. An overnight round of just deadly tornadoes. They're still kind of cleaning up the mess in the Midwest and the South from that, and we could see another round of weather there. So we're going to talk about that. Meantime, here we've gone from mostly sunny to mostly cloudy. A few light snow showers over the higher terrain. All the winter weather and travel advisories have canceled out, and temperatures have come up a bit today. A big improvement over yesterday, but still shy of the average of 60. Winds now coming in out of the northeast. Tomorrow the winds will be increasing, so a fire weather watch covers east central and southeastern Colorado as we start to see that warmer weather move in. Scattered mountain snow showers, and again we're watching a little bit of a band develop around Castle Rock and Monument. I think only a brief shower in the form of rain or snow will cross Denver and the I-25 corridor tonight. And then we clear out. It will be a cold night again for many areas, but it's the kickoff tomorrow of a nice warming trend that'll get us into 70s for the holiday weekend. So we're in the 40s now. We drop about 10 degrees after sunset, and coming up, yeah, we've got those isolated snow showers, but we've got 70s coming up, and I even have 80 degrees in the extended forecast. I'll have details, Alex, in just a bit.
Getting excited, liking that. All right, Kathy, thank you.
This evening, we continue to wait for who will be in the mayoral runoff election.
As things stand right now, less than 24 hours after the polls closed in the general election, there you see Mike Johnston and Kelly Brough in the lead. There is Lisa Calderon, who's in third place, though. She's taken in about 19,000 votes, but there are, of course, still ballots to be counted. All in all, the top 2 vote getters from this vote will then be put into the runoff. That will end in 9 weeks on June 6th. We are expecting to get some new updated numbers in about an hour at around 5 o'clock. As far as the ballot measure to increase affordable housing for the city of Denver that failed yesterday, the question is, what's next for the Park Hill Golf Course?
Tomorrow, Colorado Parks and Wildlife Commission is likely to put the final touches on its wolf management plan. But this plan isn't without questions from in and outside the state.